Hey everyone, welcome back to day 12 of my 30 days of JavaScript LeetCode challenge. Today's problem looks simple, but it teaches a very important concept in JavaScript: how to work with promises and how to combine multiple asynchronous values. Question explanation goes like this. The question says, you are given two promises, promise 1 and promise 2. Each of these promises will eventually revolve with a number. You need to return a new promise that should wait for both promises to finish, take the resolved values, and resolve with the sum of those values. For example, if promise 1 resolves to 2 and promise 2 resolves to 5, your new promise should resolve to 2 plus 5, that is 7. It doesn't matter when they resolve, only the sum matters. Now let's see the examples that are been given. Promise 1 waits 20 milliseconds and resolves to 2, and promise 2 waits 60 milliseconds and resolves to 5. Your function must wait for both promises to finish, then return 2 plus 5 equals to 7. Time does not matter, only the correctness matters. And in example 2, promise 1 waits 50 milliseconds and resolves to 10, and second promise waits 30 milliseconds and resolves to -2. So the final result is -2. Again, return a promise that resolves to -2. Let's see the thought process of the problem. How do we wait for multiple promises? We could use dot then on both, or use Promise.all, which is the most cleanest way. Promise.all in square brackets p1 comma p2 waits until both promises finish and gives you an array of results. Then we can destructure const a comma b equals to results. Finally, return a promise that resolves to a plus b. This problem is mainly testing understanding promises, understanding asynchronous behavior using Promise.all function. Now, let's see the code. Here, where addTwoPromises equals to async function promise 1 comma promise 2, we have declared an asynchronous function. Making it async allows us to use await inside it. The function receives two promises. In line number 2, const a comma b await Promise.all promise 1 comma promise 2. This does three things. Promise.all inside bracket waits for both promises to resolve. The resolved values come back as an array. We destructured the values into a comma b. A is value from promise 1 and b is the value from promise 2. And in line number 3, return a plus b, we simply return the sum because the function is async. Returning a value automatically returns a resolved promise with that value. The returned promise resolves to value of promise 1 plus value of promise 2. And that's it for day 12 of the 30 days of JavaScript challenge. Today we learned how to combine multiple promises and return a single async result. If this helped you, make sure to like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you tomorrow for day 13. Thank you everyone. Thank you.